Prime Minister of Armenia Nikol Pashinyan is paying a working visit to Kyrgyzstan to participate in the meeting of the Eurasian Intergovernmental Council. The Armenian Prime Minister on Friday morning met with Kyrgyz President Soronbay Jeenbekov. "This is my first visit to Kyrgyzstan," Pashinyan stated above all. "I got familiarized with this year's statistics. There is growth in our trade. I believe the opportunity offered by the Eurasian Economic Union can be packaged, fully utilized." The sides discussed the avenues for the strengthening of political dialogue, the deepening of bilateral trade and economic cooperation, as well as the increase of the volume of trade. The Armenian Prime Minister also held a meeting with his Russian counterpart, Dmitry Medvedev. A government official briefed reporters on the meeting. According to him, Pashinyan and Medvedev discussed bilateral cooperation and expressed confidence that Armenian-Russia relations are progressing. The Eurasian Intergovernmental Council session in narrow format was held Friday in Cholpon-Ata, Kyrgyzstan. From Armenia, Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan, Deputy Prime Minister Mel Grigoryan, and Minister of Economy Dikran Khachaturian were participating in this meeting. The News.am correspondent reported from Cholpon-Ata. The meeting started with the opening remarks by Armenia's Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan as head of the country currently chairing the Eurasian Economic Union organizations. Creating a common financial market is of fundamental importance to the Eurasian Economic Union, said Pashinyan at a briefing following the meeting of the Eurasian Intergovernmental Council. According to Pashinyan, the next meeting of the Supreme Eurasian Economic Council will be held on October the 1st in Yerevan, and Russian President Vladimir Putin will also participate in a meeting in Yerevan. Russian Prime Minister Dmitry Medvedev noted that during their talk, the parties discussed the distribution of tariffs, the general financial market, the regulation of the Eurasian Economic Union alcohol market, as well as the digital agenda. A man's body has been found in a canal in Yerevan, Armenia's Emergency Situations Ministry reported. According to the source, the body was found Thursday evening. Law enforcement authorities are determining the identity of the deceased. Yerevan City Hall has allocated 1,726,000,000 drams to resolve the garbage disposal issue of Armenia's capital city. It is planned to spend 1,571,000,000 drams on the purchase of transport equipment, including 5 ambulances, 21 multifunctional vehicles, 22 snow removal machines for sidewalks, 10 rear-loading garbage trucks, and 3 bin washing machines. Another 155 million drams will be spent on the acquisition of 1,000 new containers for household waste to replace the unusable containers. The supporters of Armenia's second president Robert Kocharyan on Friday staged a protest in front of the Ombudsman's office. They submitted a petition to the Ombudsman's office about violations in Kocharyan's criminal case. In their words, Kocharyan is a political prisoner and they want the Ombudsman to express his position on the concerns that are raised in this document. The Deputy Press Secretary of the Ombudsman said this complaint will be reviewed following the law on the Human Rights Defender of Armenia.